Hello Bio 100 and welcome to our week 3 module. And to introduce this module, I want to tell you a little anecdote from something that happened to me when I was an undergraduate student. I was trying to find a lab job, a job as a lab assistant in a lab on campus, and I went to the interview and the person interviewing me said, okay, so here in the lab we make a lot of solutions, and if you had a solution of such and such concentration and we needed you to make it diluted to this concentration, how would you do that? This was during my interview for the job. And I looked at her and I tried to scribble something on paper to figure it out, and then I finally had to say, I have no idea, I don't know. And eventually she helped me and I ended up actually getting the job, so it was fine. But a couple things I want to point out with that story. First of all, if doing these kinds of calculations in lab, maybe you've done it in previous classes in your labs, if that kind of thing is difficult or scary for you, I understand that. It's fine if you don't know how to do it yet, but that's one of the things we're going to focus on this week in this module. And the reason why we do that is because it is a really useful skill for you to have, whether you will need to use it in your future lab classes at Sac State or in your future career or job. Like I said, if you end up working in a lab, these are all things you're going to have to be able to do to calculate if you have a stock solution concentration and you want to dilute it down to your working concentration. All of these are types of things that will be really useful for you to know. So we're going to start with that type of thing in this module, and then we're going to build on that and say we've created these solutions to perform a certain type of experiment. So we're going to simulate an experiment that would be done with microbes and bacteria, trying to figure out how many bacteria are in some of our original samples. And then we'll continue to build on that and talk about how, after you had done that experiment, how you would collect that data and put it into an Excel sheet. So data collection is an essential part of science, and we will help teach you, give you some of the guidelines for making sure when you're taking down data, you're entering it into a spreadsheet in a reliable, efficient way, so you can come back to that later and know exactly what data you entered. It's oftentimes either you or someone else is going to be looking at it later, and it's very easy to forget what you did even just a week or so ago. So data entry is very important. So that's the overview of this module here. One important thing to note, this is the first week where we have both lecture videos and then quizzes associated with each of those videos. And then we also have a lab activity for this week. So this is the first week that we're going to have both. So please make sure you plan your time accordingly. I try to put little time estimates in there on the module pages. I've broken up the module pages for you, so you can try to put those in different slots in your schedule to make sure that you're accomplishing everything on time. But yeah, this is exciting because it's really the first week we're getting into our Bio 100 content. So hopefully you'll have fun with this module. And of course, as always, if you get stuck or have questions, reach out to me, or you can reach out to Maddie, our TA, as well, and we'd be happy to help you out. So welcome to week 3.